You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at keeping the car clean. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school football starts now.
Thank you for joining us, everybody. It is time for Glycod Southern Indiana High School football. Tonight, we are at Bloomington North High School, Bloomington, Indiana, for the host Bloomington North Cougars at 2 and 3, up against the New Albany Bulldogs at 1 and 4. We apologize for the late start. Ended up being a 7:30 start that was just called for just a little while ago. So. We are on and live, and introduce myself. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me, Coach Jim Kazmarek. And Coach, I know you had a chance to talk to both the coaches and also some of the folks from here in Bloomington. So just give us your Cliff's Notes, Virgin, and then we'll get in.
Well, the Cliff Note. The first thing is the last time we were up here, New Albany ran really late. The bus rolled in just before the game. Today, no excuse. They're here way early for the game. Coach is very pleased with the progress his team is making. He thinks tonight's going to be another step for them. Their quarterback is improving. He's only a sophomore. He didn't play last year.
Yep.
So he's looking for big things. He thinks their defense is getting better. Looking for a big game tonight. Bloomington North had a great game last week against Terre Haute North. They won big, had a lot of stats. Their quarterback, Dash King, who to me is on the all-name team. You can't hardly beat that.
Dash King, that's good.
300 and some yards passing, 5, 6, 7 touchdowns. I think there were 5 different receivers that caught a touchdown pass. They have the outstanding running back, Cody. I'm going to mispronounce his name. McCullich. I should know that, so it sounds like a good Slav Polish name to me. Had 179 yards rushing. He's coming back from some injuries early in the year. They expect big things for him tonight. Bloomington South is on a roll. They've won their last game, so this should be a great game.
All right. Well, as I said, Coach Kaz had the chance to talk to both of these coaches. So when we return, always do visiting coach first. We will have Coach Cooley up. Now, first, we need to do game day weather. And the game day weather, a look at tonight's weather forecast presented by Voinier's Auto Repair at 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. As you can see, we've got cloudy and sort of overcast skies. They say it may start to rain at about 8 p.m. Here, and we are hoping not. We would love to say dry through this one, but there is some rain a-coming, so we will probably have some drizzle before the ball game is over. So that is your game day weather forecast presented by Voinier's Auto Repair, 1903 Dutch Lane in Jeffersonville. Well, let's step away. When we return, coach to coach, as Coach Kaz had a chance to talk to Coach Cooley just a little while ago. We'll have that for you when we come back on Glycod.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voinier's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure. But it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Allstate Insurance agent Packy Page, with offices in Jeffersonville and Floyd Snobs. Allstate, you're in good hands.
I'm with Coach Steve Cooley of New Albany Bulldogs, talking to him before tonight's game. Actually, they just got off the bus rolling in from New Albany. Coach, I was talking to Coach Bless and asked him the same question. The two of you combined have over 50 years experience as head coaches, and I know if you had all the assistant coaching years, probably a lot more. So my first question is, how has coaching changed in those 50 years? How have the kids changed? And then how has the game changed?
Well, I think in the last 29 years as a head coach, I've coached over 30-some years as a head coach and assistant. The game has changed probably more than anything. The kids haven't changed. I mean, the kids, they want discipline. They want, they want to They want to work hard. They want to be part of a winning program. They want to, they want to be pushed, all that, and they want to learn the game. That type of. They want to be part of a team. They want to be part of something bigger than themselves. But as far as the game changing, when I first started coaching for Mo up here in Bloomington South in the early '90s, we ran split back veer. We ran a few plays, and we were really good at it. And then I did that in Fort Wayne as a head coach. I took that Mo system and went up there. And then, now everybody's in a gun and empty and throwing the ball. And, they're just I think a lot of social media and Twitter and a lot more people are doing a lot more advanced things than they did probably 25, 30 years ago. So, coaching's changed a lot since then. But, really, as far as kids haven't changed, the game has changed. It's probably more exciting to watch as far as this much more basketball on grass, you would say, than it was, ground pound. Everybody had two backs in the backfield or a full back and that type of stuff. So, that part of it has changed.
So, the game evolves, and I realize that because I've seen it evolve also. But if I can live long enough to see it go back to an I formation or wishbone, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, the rules aren't conducive to run the wishbone anymore unless you live in Texas where they can cut and do some of those type things. It's just not as, everything is preventative right now as far as, this year you can't even chop right now. You can't crack, you can't blindside, you can't, all the different things that you used to be able to do in the 80s and 90s early that have been outlawed since then. So it's made it safer for everybody, but it's more wide open.
Coach, you graduated a slew of playmakers off your semi-state team from last year. How have you been able to replace those kids?
Well, we lost about 6,000 yards of offense, and we only had a couple hundred yards coming back, and that couple hundred yards got hurt a few weeks ago and is out for the year. But, really our young kids have come through. We're starting quite a few freshmen, sophomores, the last week or two, and they've gotten better. We got a sophomore quarterback in Kenny Watson who's gotten better every week. His short game throwing the ball, he's about 11 to 12 every Friday night. Down the field, we're struggling a little bit throwing the ball, but we're going to keep working at it. And, as that game gets better, we'll be able to stretch the field vertically. But, our defense is getting better, week in and week out. We've made some strides. Last week we've had to overcome some injuries here and there. But, for the most part, the kids are focused. And, it's a good change in the weather is good for us tonight because we got 3 or 4 guys that play both ways. They'll be able to play longer on each side of the ball.
And you settle at Kenny as your quarterback now?
Kenny's doing a great job for us. Dorian did a good job. Dorian's doing a good job at tight end and also playing our buck defensive end as well. So, there's a senior that stepped up and said, hey, where can I play, Coach, and help us win? And he's doing a good job.
Coach, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time. Good luck tonight.
No problem. Thank you.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Time for Keys to the Game here from Bloomington North High School. Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. For those keys to the game, let's go to Coach Kaz, and he will start us off with New Albany High School.
Well, the first key anytime you're on a road game with a high school team is how well are you going to travel. That's always difficult for high school teams. A 2-hour trip makes it a little more difficult. At least they didn't have to ride on a school bus. They did have a cruiser, but it's always difficult for high school teams to make that trip. The other key is their defense going to show up tonight? They're going to have a good test. Chase King and his receivers are outstanding. So they're going to have their work cut out for them. And then they need to get Bloomington North off the field.
Yeah,
they can't. The more times Bloomington North has offenses on the field, they're gonna score. This can't turn into a track meet. I don't think New Albany can win a track meet. Last year the game was 69-45. And I don't think either coach wants that kind of scoring tonight. So I think defense is going to be a big key for New Albany. Also, now they're starting quarterback. They're Kenneth Watson. They've settled in on him. He's only a sophomore. We'll see how well he performs tonight, too.
All right, and for Bloomington North.
Well, again, another thing. Score early.
Right.
Right away. Make New Albany play on their heels because they've made that road trip. Score early. Take advantage of the bull. I'm going to call it the jet lag by scoring early and getting on them quick, and get New Albany into long yardage situations. That's not their game. Their game is short, quick passes. So if you can hold them to short yardage on first and second down, get them in third and long yardage situations, that's going to be a big key for Bloomington North. And also, unleash Dash King and the receivers on them. And New Albany's given up lots of points, and a lot of that's been through the air.
All right, so there are your keys to the game. Keys to the game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. Well, when we return, Coach Kaz had the chance to talk to head coach Scott Bliss of these Bloomington North Cougars. So come on back for that as we work through the pregame set for a 7:30 kickoff here at Bloomington North High School, New Albany and Bloomington North on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
This second shift, this old pair of pants, this staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it, to protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer. Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery Autotechs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
I'm with Coach Scott Bless of the Bloomington North Cougars before the New Albany High School Bulldog game tonight. Coach, first question, and I'm going to ask this to Coach Cooley also. You've been in this business a long time. I think 23 years as a head coach, numerous other years probably as an assistant coach. First question is, how has coaching changed in those 23 years? And then second question is, how have the kids changed, or how's the game changed?
I think the game has changed schematically, obviously, and it'll continue to change, and things that were out of date will come back in date. I don't think the kids have changed. I think the biggest change is year-round training and year-round preparation. Obviously, that adds a lot of levels. I think it's created some great teams and some great athletes. But the players, I don't think they changed. They want to work hard. They want direction. They want to win. 1988 was my first season of coaching football. I don't see too much difference in the young men that I'm coaching.
Well, Coach, I would agree with you 100%, but I'm not sure I'm going to live long enough to see the I formation of the wishbone come back into prominence again. Coach, you have your quarterback. By the way, he's on my all-name team. Dash King had a great game last week. Is he progressing the way you suspected that he would when the season started? I know he's only a sophomore now.
Absolutely. We've got big plans for young Dash. I think he's gotten better each and every week. Completed his first 16 passes last week, and threw touchdowns to 5 different receivers. So obviously he's spreading the ball out well. He's making great reads, great decisions. Had a couple of times last week where pulled the ball back and went to his next read, and it really turned a play that could have been trouble into a great play.
Well, if you get your quarterback looking at his second option, that's a big step, especially for a sophomore. And you talked about your receivers. I know you had 4 or 5 different receivers get touchdown passes last week. You want to highlight a couple of those young men?
Well, obviously, our 2 that everyone seems to know about, Aiden Steinfeld, our tight end, and Yarno Hicks, our slot receiver. Then on the outside, Cole Gruppenhoff and Tate Bless. First of all, they all of those receivers, but especially on the outside, those guys relish in blocking. They're all about earning their touches, and so it was great to see them both get a touchdown in the game. Cole's a big play guy waiting to happen as well. Tate's a great possession receiver. And then obviously Cody Mikulich, our tailback, is a great receiver out of the backfield.
And not only that, he supplemented your offense with, I think, 146 yards rushing. Not bad.
Yeah, actually, when we statted it off the game film, he had 179. So he was back to full. He got banged up a little bit week 1 and was out for a couple of weeks. And he absolutely looked like himself last week.
Coach, thank you for your time. I'm looking forward to a great game tonight, and good luck.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thanks. Yep.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is a billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobbs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Welcome back to Bloomington North High School as we are in pregame here on Glycod as we are awaiting the kickoff of the Bloomington North Cougars at 2-3 and the New Albany Bulldogs at 1-4. We've got just a couple and a half minutes to go before that happens, and we are going to keep it here just for a moment and go ahead and let's call up a couple of the starting lineups here and go through a couple of those. First for who we have up? We've got up Bloomington North, and that is their offense. So we'll go ahead and put that on the overlay.
And we want to welcome back all Bloomington North alumni.
And Braxton Johnson, Lewis, Winalda, Young, and Adamson across the front line. Tate Bless, youngest son of head coach Scott Bless. Jarno Hicks and Gruppenhoff. Wide receivers, Dash King, the quarterback. Aiden Steinfeld, the big tight end, and Cody Mikulich. Oh, we're going to get it wrong on that. Mikulich, that's it. And then on defense, in a traditional 3-4, Hostetler, Winalda, and Staples. Linebackers, Barrow, Trueblood, Rice, and Alexander. And then the two cornerbacks, Frund and Opaku. And then Ogden and Reister are the safeties. Now, for the Bulldogs, see what we've got first for them. It is our offense. Spencer, Houchins, Orr, Simon, and Jones with we were given Chase Loesch as a starter, so we'll see if he's out there or not. We've heard that possibly he is hurt, but that I was given him as a starter. So Chase Loesch at tight end, or H-back, I should say. Rand, DeJesus, and Bishop at wide receiver. Kenny Watson as the quarterback, and Elijah Jennings in the backfield. On defense, in a 4-2-5, Dakota Johnson, William Spencer, Antoine Whitehead, and Ian Hubbard across the front. Williams, Jennings, and Watson, the linebackers, DeJesus, Rand, Dixon, and Bishop in the backfield. And we are going to step away. We will have football when we return here on Glycod.
Cougar Band plays our national anthem.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our community since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security. Now to the field for all the action of Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
As we watch the coin flip at the midfield on the Cougar, introduce ourselves again. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me, Coach Jim Kazmarek is our analyst. Jeff Cooper running the computer. Xander James, Bloomington North High School student, on our camera. And our executive producer is Steve Bird. Glad to be with you this evening. And the Bloomington North Cougars won the toss and elected to receive. Coach, we got just a couple of minutes. Tonight's Storylines brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. Thoughts on just a couple of storylines for us?
Well, here's a little-known fact that at one point, Bloomington North was a Hoosier Hills Conference school. Not sure a lot of people know that or remember that, but back in the late 70s and early 80s, when I was at Madison High School, we used to make our trip up here to Bloomington every other year to play the Cougars as a Hoosier Hills Conference game. So it would be nice for them to be back in that conference again. Hoosier Hills needs another team or two, I'm afraid. Storylines tonight, it's going to be interesting to watch two sophomore quarterbacks perform. Dash King for Bloomington North and Kenny Kenny Watson for New Albany. Two upcoming sophomores who have a big future in front of them, so that'll be a good storyline. Interested to watch Cody Mikulich. We've got to get that name straight.
We will sooner or later.
Before the night is over.
So Jarno Hicks is on the far hash, and that is Cole Gruppenhoff on the near hash. Gruppenhoff will field the ball at the 8-yard line. Kick from Henry Dixon, and he's got a lane, 40, 50, one man to beat, and knocked out of bounds.
That's a big start.
That was a big start for the Cougars. Gruppenhoff with a really nice return there.
And it's a good thing the kicker got in position to didn't make the tackle, but got in position to make him slow down so the rest of the Bulldogs could catch up. What a way to start for the Cougars.
Sorry.
It's a great way to start the game with about a 50-yard kick return.
Absolutely. From the 8 to the 44. So a great, 40-plus yard kickoff return. And now Dash King looks to run the ball.
I think that's Mikulich.
That's Mikulich, sorry.
Run by number 10.
Quick pitch to Cody Mikulich.
And the word we get on Cody is you'll see that kind of thing with Cody. He'll get stopped, he'll have a 1-yard gain, a 2-yard gain before you know, boom, he'll be gone for a 20 or 30-yard gain.
So Dash King in the shotgun, Mikulich there to his right. 3 wideouts in the ball game. That's Bless, Hicks, and Grupenoff. Grupenoff on the near sideline. Little play action over the center. That's Steinfeld, the big tight end. Yeah. His brother at IU, we were told.
Yep.
By number 4,
Aiden Steinfeld.
And I tell you, New Albany had great coverage.
Yeah.
Chase had to get that ball right in the money because New Albany really had that well covered.
Yeah. Great pass there by King, and a good catch by Steinfeld. Moves the chains. First down. And
ooh, it's a big, strong run there.
Yep, strong run again by Mikulich.
Run by number 10, Cody Mikulich.
That's going to go for a good 5.
Now, there's something you don't see very often. New Albany's linebacker, number 7, and I'm going to check his name here, Avrian Chambers, is wearing his protective helmet guard that you usually just see in practice, and he's wearing it in the game. That's something you don't see very often. In fact, I've never seen it in a game.
Mikulich, right side.
Oh, good play.
And nice play. That's the opposing quarterback. Yeah. That's Kenny Watson came up from that nickel position.
Mikulich. Yeah, Mikulich. We just heard it from the PA announcer.
That's what he said. So that's third and I guess that's about 5. Didn't no real gain there.
Yep.
Well, they got New Albany 5. To jump. They got 5. It's going to be close. It's going to bring up third and short.
Yeah.
First penalty for New Albany. So 1 first down in the books for the
let's see.
Cougars, but it's going to be close for another.
Third and
1.
About less than 1, but 3rd and 1.
Handoff, Mikulich, right up the gut.
Strong run.
Strong run
there. Now, the Bloomington North has some beef in their offensive line. They're 296, 215, 262. The small guy, 193. The big guy is 313. They've got some beef up there.
As Dash King flush from the pocket. Throws to the end zone. Has a man. That is Tate Bless with the touchdown.
You know, Todd, you see that so often, especially in high school, but even in college. Quarterback breaks containment, and you usually have what's called secondary containment. That's a linebacker that comes up once the quarterback's broken that containment. In this case, the corner decided he came up, and that left the receiver wide open. That's not the corner's job. That's the linebacker's job, the outside linebacker.
So with 9:27 left in the first quarter, King to Bless for the touchdown. And now the extra point
kick
by Noah Nelson, up and good. So with the PAT, the home Cougars on top of the Bulldogs, 7-0. Bulldogs will get the ball for the first time when we return to the Bloomington North High School here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
18-yard pass play. Dash King to Tate Bless, and Nelson with the extra point makes it 7-0. Bloomington North. Now the New Albany Bulldogs will receive.
Nelson kicking off, and I can't see the number of the deep man, number 2. Number 2 for New Albany returning.
27.
27, I'm sorry.
27, that's okay. Only I don't have a 27.
I don't have a 27
Yeah,
on
that
the
figures,
roster.
doesn't it? Mm-hmm.
There's a penalty flag.
So penalty flag.
40-yard line. That penalty is against the Cougars.
Why don't we have a 27?
I'm not sure, but we sure don't.
Well,
that penalty was offsides. 5-yard penalty, re-kick.
Yeah. So we're going to re-kick after the 5-yard penalty. That's the first penalty for the Cougars. And we may have to wait to hear from Mr. Public Address Announcer. I hate it when we don't have a number. We got the official roster from New Albany, but don't know why. Maybe there was a uniform snafu. That does happen. So fielded by 27 at the 11.
Oh, he broke it too.
He broke it too.
Yeah, another one.
But this time corralled right at about the 40, and the ball may be on the turf. Bloomington North says they have it.
And they do have it.
And Bloomington North gets up with it. So early turnover by the Bulldogs.
Todd Kewan Hayes for Bloomington North made the initial tackle on the kick. I did not see who recovered the.
I did not either. The pile as they got them undone there. I couldn't pick it up.
And after that fumble, the Cougars will have the football now on the 41-yard line.
Dash King back to throw, and trying to find a man. Couldn't do it though.
Yep. Yeah, the receiver was open. He just underthrew it.
That's incomplete. In the middle, intended for number 2, Yarno Hicks.
And I think we've got this figured out, Coach. Yeah. I think that's Graham Frund, who was supposed to be number 17. I'm guessing we had maybe a uniform issue, so he's wearing 27.
No, that's New Albany.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. That's right. New Albany. Gavin Rand, I'm sorry.
Oh, good
17.
Play.
Oh, okay.
Nice
We're trying
play.
to get things figured out. Great play.
Big play by number 9, New Albany. Elijah Jennings.
There you go.
Linebacker. Yep, did a great job.
And I got myself all goofed up. Yeah, that's right. So we're still trying to figure out who.
I was going to give some props there to Chase King on the previous play. Did a nice job of stepping up into the pocket rather than being flushed out of the pocket. A lot of young quarterbacks would scramble outside. He did a nice job of stepping into it.
So 3rd and long after the sack. Dash King back, pitches into coverage, and that one just barely even back to the line of scrimmage.
Dakota Johnson for New Albany, defensive end, does a really, really good job of reading that play.
And that was Mikulich with the reception, but
boy, New Albany's defense really came up on that series.
Sure
Todd, if Bloomington North scores after that fumble recovery, that could have been a long night for the Bulldogs.
And that's Frund with it.
Fair catch. Number 3 for New Albany, Clay Kaiser. Clay Kaiser on the fair catch.
Number 3, Clay Kaiser. Bulldogs football.
Okay, Bulldog football at the 19-yard line. 8 minutes to go. We will keep it here.
And that defensive series by New Albany was big. That's what they need to do all the time. Now, they need to come up like that, come up big like that all the time.
Returned a number of starters on defense, did New Albany, so that was big. Now, Kenneth Watson and handoff, and that's going to be good enough for a first down run, and that was Elijah Jennings, who is the main workhorse in the backfield.
Defensive end, running back, good player.
So first down, moves the chains. That's New Albany's first down.
Elijah's one of those returning players from last year. Here he is again.
This time caught in the backfield, though. Can't see who it was. A couple of Cougars in
Looked like
on that.
Number 9, Dylan Barrow. Number 9. New Albany's in kind of a hurry-up offense, too. Little change of pace for them.
So loss of a couple. Going to make it second and about 12. Handoff again. Jennings, and he didn't quite get it back to the 30-yard line. Let's see where the spot is. Yeah, they will put the nose of the ball on the 30-yard line. So now it's 3rd and long, and Coach, you were saying that was
Dylan Barrow, another nice tackle.
That was something that New Albany didn't want.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be in 3rd and long. Here comes some pressure. Nice pitch
Oh,
and catch,
nice.
and then escape.
Yep,
That's
nice
DeJesus.
escape.
Run up the near sideline, and now out of bounds. Moves the chains.
Yeah, he broke the tackle. He did a good job breaking that initial tackle and made something out of nothing. Again, very important for New Albany to make these kind of plays, stay on the field.
Drew Ogden. First down, New Albany.
As the rain begins here at Bloomington North High School. And this inside handoff, going to be a short little gainer.
Yeah, it was Dakota Johnson.
Run by number 34. Dakota Johnson brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Bulldogs.
So 2nd and 8 for Watson and the Bulldogs. Handoff again inside. That may have gotten back to the line of scrimmage.
That was
Dakota Johnson.
Yeah, a whole pack of Cougars.
Den of Cougars.
Oh,
I was waiting to see what they would say. Yep.
Pack of Cougars. I can tell you.
So big 3rd down play coming for the Bulldogs. Bloomington North already up 7-0. Throw out to the outside, and
pass cut by number 27, Gavin Rand.
That is Gavin Rand, who was listed as 17, and he's now
brings up 4th down.
Switched to 27, but that's not far enough. So 4th down, and the Bulldogs are going to go for it. Graham Friend came up and made that stop. So 4th down. Watson back throws. He's got a man, but he overthrew him.
Well, that actually was a good call because they used the same motion, the same formation, and the corner came up and bit again, and they had the receiver deep.
And that was Chase Loesch out there.
So
turnover on downs.
Coach Cooley's taking off all the stops tonight. He's going for it on 4th and long and field position, 50-yard line. Okay.
With 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
See if New Albany's defense can step up again. This shows a lot of respect for Coach Cooley has for his defense.
Handoff. Mikulich, and he goes for near first down yardage. That's going to be almost 9.
9-yard Bulldogs, number 9, Elijah Jennings.
And Mikulich actually is not a great big guy either. He's 5'11" and 195 pounds, so he's not a great big running back.
He seems to be quick and keep those legs a churning. Little play action, rolling right and finding a man, caught by Hicks. Jarno Hicks run out of bounds after the first.
Cody. Dash King does a nice job of evading some tacklers. Throws a good spiral, but what a nice catch by Jarmo.
Number 2, Jarno Hicks.
Handoff, Mikulich, and hit in the backfield, but not stopped in the backfield. Close to it, falls close.
Gain 2.
Yeah, it is gain of about 2.
He went from losing 2 to gaining 2.
It's going to make it 2nd and 8. Just a light rain coming down here at Bloomington North High School. As Dash King escapes, and the ball pops out loose into the hands of New Albany, I believe.
Yes.
New Albany recovers that fumble by Dash King.
Yeah.
So both teams coughing the ball up in the early going.
Well, it's the second time New Albany's come up with big plays.
It's a turnover on the field at the 15-yard line. Bulldogs football.
So Bulldogs football. And sure enough, Coach Cooley said, hey, let's see if the defense can stand up, and they did.
They have been. They've come up with 2 big plays now.
Elijah Cummings again, right up the middle.
So in the middle of that line for New Albany is John Orr.
Yes, sir.
Miguel Zaragoza. No, excuse me. That's Antoine Whitehead. And the other guard is Dan Houchins.
Run there,
There's a
left
face
side.
mask.
Flag comes in.
Yeah, I believe it's going to be a face mask on Bloomington North.
Run to the far side of the field.
That was Kenny Watson on the run. The spot is a gain of a couple, but let's see what the man in the white hat says about that yellow flag.
Holding? No, face mask, excuse me.
Face mask against Bloomington North,
Yeah,
so that's a biggie.
I could see the Bloomington player reached out, and as soon as he got the face mask, he let it go, but he did grab the face mask for a moment.
So that was of the unintentional, or like you said, just grab and go variety.
Yeah.
So 5 yards brings up second and short for the Bulldogs. And on the pass play, is that going to be out of bounds?
Yes.
It is out of bounds. So Watson just couldn't find his man, and
He actually
couldn't
had
see who that was.
He actually had a receiver running a what we call a skinny post that was in the center of the field, wide open. He just was focused on the one receiver.
That was Chase Loesch, the intended receiver. Handoff inside. Patient running, but unfortunately didn't quite get there.
Yeah,
it's going to be close.
It's going to be real
the
close.
The spot just depends on the spot.
Is it a right foot or a left foot?
I believe it's a left foot. And with the left foot, it is a first down.
Left foot is a first down. Right foot is short.
Okay. In that case, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
Under 3 minutes to go here, first quarter. As Watson looks to air it out. It was that Loesch out there. Flag comes in.
Yeah, it's pass interference.
And that's Gavin Rand was the intended receiver.
Easy call. Easy call.
Flag thrown around the 47-yard line.
So that should be
15 and a first down.
Yeah, 15 and a first down and moving towards midfield. In the first quarter, and there is a very lightest of light little rains coming down.
That penalty was pass interference.
So pass interference penalty.
First down, New Albany.
Now that's the third penalty against these Cougars, and that has helped New Albany out immensely thus far. New Albany's fifth first down on that. And Dakota Johnson left side, and he's got the first down run, digging for more across midfield into Cougar territory.
Yeah, the left side is Antoine Whitehead and Wyatt Jones on that left side, guard and tackle. They seem to have gained some yardage on that left side with Dakota Johnson running between the guard and tackle.
High snap, but pulled down, handoff Dakota Johnson, and he goes for another 8.
Yeah, New Albany's offensive line taking control right now.
Well, we'll call that 7. 7-yard gain.
Dakota Johnson.
So second and 3.
Lucas Alexander.
So Bloomington North scored early, 9:27 in the first, and movement. That's going to go against New Albany.
Yep. A little bit of movement in the offensive line.
Before the snap, false start on the offense. 5-yard penalty, still second down.
So goes from second and quite manageable to second and about 8.
Yeah, well, that's, got to stay ahead of the chains, and second and 8 is behind the chains right now.
Rain's starting to come down a little harder.
Oh.
That was a big hit on Chase Loesch.
That
there.
was.
And he's going to be a loss of a couple.
Run by number 38, Chase Loesch.
So Chase Loesch with the catch, but
yeah, Dylan Burrow he's made some big plays.
As third down, the Bloomington North crowd here starts to get loud.
Look for him to go to the right here. He's getting single coverage. No, he's going left.
Going left. Oh, ball popped up in the air.
Pass incomplete.
Pass was incomplete. DeJesus, the intended receiver.
Was that Dylan Burrow again on that tackle?
They got up so fast I couldn't see.
Holy cow, he made a tackle all the way across the field and just creamed the New Albany player. He has made 4 outstanding tackles so far in this quarter. And New Albany's going for it again, 4th and 10.
4th and 10.
I like it. I do. I really like this.
Escaping, but now throws it out towards Chase Loesch.
No harm, no foul.
All right. So turnover on downs again by New Albany.
Well, we talked about this before. You're seeing more and more, especially in high school football, where the analytics say, go for it on 4th down. Don't punt. That punting is not going to really help you. Go for it on 4th down.
Well,
I like it.
It's one of those things. I look, though, Henry Dixon, he's got about a 36 average, so you'd think maybe they try to pin Bloomington North back, but counting on their defense. Flag comes in.
Yeah.
That's Mikulich on the carry. Exactly
holding.
1 minute to go.
I think we got some holding maybe on North.
Run to the near side by number 10, Cody Mikulich.
So holding, and that's going to back up.
Well, Bloomington
that's
really
their 4th penalty.
They've hurt themselves.
They have. 4th penalty.
4th penalty, a fumble, penalties in the wrong time. This hurts. I mean, you got good field. You're on the 50-yard line. So, tag on. It's almost as good as a punt now.
As the rain begins to come down in earnest.
Yes, it does.
We're hopeful that Xander James, working the camera up top, is hiding under that umbrella a bit. Dash King, pass out. That's to Hicks. Yarno Hicks with the catch and a gain of a couple.
Oh, I tell you, another impressive thing about New Albany's defense right now is how fast they're running to the football, getting bodies to the football. That's impressive. Rally, you work on that and work on a rally to the football.
And New Albany with the penalty right back there.
That was, and unfortunately we're going to talk about this young man when he jumped offside, but that's William Spencer. William Spencer is a transfer from Louisville Male. He is, I'm going to get this right now, 6'3", 298 pounds, and is actually getting quite a few looks from Division I colleges, and a really good prospect.
So still second and fairly long, but nice pitch catch. That's Yarno Hicks again,
and first down.
He is going to be out for the first down.
Todd, the good thing when you have a good passing attack, you are never out of position as far as being behind the chains. You can be third and 15 and throw a 17-yard pass for a first down. Tipped at the line.
Tipped at the line.
I think that was number 4.
Not sure if Aiden Steinfeld or Gruppenhoff was the intended receiver. I think it was Gruppenhoff.
Kirsten I'm going to call him Kirsten Williams, I think, tipped that ball.
I believe you are correct at Mike linebacker position. And a screen, and that's out to Mikulich. And undercut there at about the 28-yard line, and that brings us to the end of the first quarter, where the host Bloomington North Cougars lead the New Albany Bulldogs 7-0. Come on back, second quarter action when we return on Glycott.
This second shift, this old pair of pants, this staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
And pick up some free goodies.
I'm gonna blame that one on the announcer who's doing his announcements when the quarterback is trying to call the cadence.
I think so. So we had another penalty on Bloomington North as we came back from that break. That is their fifth.
There is a time. Oh, boy.
Oh, big pass play. Gruppenhoff catches that ball at the 18, carries it down inside the 10-yard line, 5-yard line to about the 4,
That
I
was
believe.
Steinfeld, I think, number 4, wasn't it?
Oh, was it? No, it was 14.
Oh, it was 14. I'm sorry.
It was 14. That was Gruppenhoff. Handoff. Mikulich. He's battling.
No, call him down at the 1.
Run by number 10, Cody Mikulich.
See?
Inches away from a touchdown.
Mikulich couldn't quite reach that ball out. I'm going to take a wild guess, say it's going to be handoff Mikulich. He's going to try to stretch it, and flag comes in, so that could be interesting.
Touchdown, Cougar.
No, it's not.
Coach is saying no, it's not. As we've got a flag on the play.
That penalty was holding against the Cougars.
So the Cougars will be backed up again. That's their 6th penalty by my count.
Coach Bless has got to be frustrated with this. This is, you don't get that many opportunities, and you keep shooting yourself in the foot with holding and motion and fumbles. You're letting New Albany stay in the game. So now it's 2nd and goal from the
2nd
10-yard
and goal
line.
from right at the 10-yard line. In motion is Hicks. And pitching out of that and stopped just short of the goal line. Now that was big Aiden Steinfeld.
Yeah, yes.
Using that tight end as a tight end is supposed to be used. Now the ball inside the 1. Quick snap and to Mikulich. And he is in. No laundry on the field.
No penalty. No fumble, no penalty.
So with 11:03 in the second quarter, the Bloomington North Cougars score again on the 1-yard dive by Cody Mikulich.
Noah Nelson kicking.
Holder is Reister and Tate Bless, I've got it in my head wrong. Coach's son, Tate Bless, the long snapper, and Noah Nelson knocks it through. That's his 16th extra point on the season, and that makes our score Bloomington North 14 and New Albany nothing. Come on back. We'll have more second quarter for you here on Glycod.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Thank you, alumni from the 1980s.
Returning to Bloomington North High School
From the 1970s, please.
after that Bloomington North score makes it 14-0. It's time for New Albany to see if they can put something together. Back deep is Gavin Rand for the Bulldogs. And I think if we can say one thing about this this Bloomington North team, well, they're
resilient.
They are very resilient. Yep, because they have had some penalties, but they have managed to rebound from that. Rand makes a nice cut there, stays on his feet, still going out to about the 35. So it's a good 30-yard return.
Good 30-yard return. That's two good returns. New Albany's had two nice returns.
Defensive stop made by Cougars number 13, Caden Reister, and number 17, Graham Friend. Now New Albany football.
So New Albany football at the 35, and see if New Albany can put a drive together. Inside handoff, Dakota Johnson.
He's tough.
Nice 8-yard run.
I'm just telling you, running right over guard scrimmage.
Dashking, throwing it out there. Kenneth Watson, I should say. I apologize. Kenneth Watson throwing it out on the right side. Moves the chains again.
Ooh, the rain's coming down a lot harder now.
Rain, yep.
One of the things Coach Cooley talked about was how precise
Watson
is on his short passes, and that was a nice little 10-yard hitch pattern he just threw there.
So the sophomore.
And there goes Dakota Johnson again.
Dakota Johnson has the first down and some more.
Right up the middle of the line. New Albany's center of that line is really controlling things. And I think the up-tempo that New Albany is doing is maybe caught Bloomington North off guard a little bit.
Watson, handoff, Dakota Johnson again. Right up the middle. This one only goes for a couple. Admittedly, I might be off one way or the other, but I've only got Bloomington North with 4 first downs. They just happen to have had some big long runs and some
long pass.
Fumble, ball on the turf, and fallen on by New Albany. Yes.
Yeah, well, you know what? We may be seeing a little bit more of that with the way the rain's coming down now, because this is not just a light rain right now.
No, it's coming down pretty hard at the moment.
Still New Albany football. But now 3rd and long.
So 3rd and long.
Down, make some noise.
Just into the second quarter
Got
here.
some one-on-one coverage here on the left side. Going with Big Dakota.
No, that was Jennings, I believe, that time. See when he gets up. Yes, it was.
Number 9, sorry. Elijah Jennings.
Again, a New Albany drive seems to be stalling out. 4th down.
4th and 12.
Number 58, Larry Staples.
Watson flushed.
Got him.
Oh, he got his man,
Got him.
but it's not going to be for enough.
No, short of the first down.
Short of the first down at about the 28-yard line.
Even though he was short of the first down, the good thing that I like to see there is that receiver came back to the ball.
Right.
If he hadn't come back for the ball, they would have been intercepted. So he came back for the ball. Unfortunately, he was short of the first down. But he's probably saved an interception by coming back to the quarterback. Oh. Sorry for the groan on the air, but my knees can only take that sitting so long.
We are under a tent in the rain, but we are under a tent in the bleachers, folks. So Bloomington North back with the football and a run out of a couple here. As again the rain falling quite heavily now.
I'm looking at the Bloomington North sideline and their emoji signals that they're using, and they had a very humorous one. I won't mention it on the air.
Just
should have
off
been intercepted.
the hands of Steinfeld, but nearly intercepted.
Yeah.
Brings up 3rd down and 7 for the Cougars.
That Aiden Steinfeld, a big target, 6'4", 234.
And he's only a junior, I believe.
That is correct. So Tate Bless and Yarno Hicks and Grupanoff all wide to this side.
Nope.
And Yarno overthrown.
Wide open. You could see that play coming up. Again, they set up that quick screen. New Albany's defenders came up to defend the quick screen.
Yep.
Little pump fake, just a shoulder twitch, pump fake, and New Albany's defense holds.
So Tate Bless, the long snapper. This time it's going to be to Graham Frund, the punter, standing back at about the 18-yard line.
Yeah, you got one. Forgot to go in.
So Frund average 36 and a half, kind of a rugby style kick there. He's got a long of 92, and I just realized why he has a long of 92.
Yeah.
Wow, that's where that kick in high school can be such a weapon.
Well,
wow.
and you see it so often now. You see it in college, you see it in the pros. Everybody's going to this rugby running kick. Colleges are recruiting rugby players out of Australia and New Zealand. There was a game I was watching the other day where this guy was a 27-year-old freshman. He was a rugby player from Australia. And they do that rugby-style punt.
That was a heck of a roll for the Cougars. So that starts New Albany deep in their own territory. That's not pinned back, but it's certainly deep. Handoff, Dakota Johnson. Nope, I'm sorry, Jennings. My fault. Had to wait till he trying to rolled over there to see the number.
They're just mashing them at the line of scrimmage.
9-yard run. Tackle made
so a
by
nice 9-yard run there.
13,
Dakota Johnson and Jennings both just mashing them. Good hard runs. Do it again. There he goes. Certainly.
Jennings, though, this time tripped up before he could get back to the line of scrimmage.
Third and 1 yet. Now, if they don't make this, you think he'll go for it again?
I can't imagine. But
he set a standard. He's probably told the kids, we're going for it. Won't have to worry about it.
Don't have to worry about it. Jennings has the first down and a couple of yards more. 9th first down I have for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
they can move the ball, but their drives have all stalled out, or of course they've had a couple turnovers.
One of the keys we had was nobody controlling the ball and keeping the Bloomington North offense and Chase King on the bench, and they're doing a good job of that. Another breakthrough.
Big run.
Yeah. Someone had told us that safety, and I'm going to have to check get his name.
That was Elijah Jennings there on that run while coach is checking that.
Yeah, the Bloomington North safety.
Either Drew Ogden or Caden Reister.
Caden Reister is the leading tackler on their team.
He has 44.
And I can understand that watching this because Cody Reister's come up and made a lot of tackles on Johnson. And
I think Zeke Trueblood actually statistically has the most. He's got 48, but Reister's right up there at 44.
And he's a safety, so you don't want your safety to be the second leading tackler on your team. That indicates there's a lot of breakout runs.
So 2nd and 9, Dakota Johnson in there. Watson pulls it down, now throws, intercepted. Rand was the intended receiver, but ended up being pitched right into the hands of Opoku.
He was almost past the line of scrimmage when he threw that ball. And for New Albany's sake, they wish he had been.
Right. Yep, that yellow flag would have been better than the INT.
Yeah.
So, Stefan Opoku with the interception recovery. Handoff. Mikulich content to go 5 right up the middle.
Good run, good blocking.
Going to bring up second and about 4. Low snap, picked up off the turf into the hands of Mikulich.
Yeah.
And he drives it on down inside the 35-yard line. First down.
So often, New Albany's got a linebacker, Thomas Wynn. Thomas Wynn is 5'3", and he can't weigh more than 100 pounds. And he just made a tackle.
Sure did.
Way to go, Thomas Wynn. The play before that, I was going to say, New Albany brought their linebackers. They're in a 4-2 defense. They brought both their linebackers to stop the run. And if you stop the run, it's good, but if they get past the line of scrimmage, you got no linebackers. So you're really taking a chance. Here they come again.
So Dash King calls for it. Handoff, Mikulich right up the middle again. Makes the first line miss into the secondary. And finally brought down inside the 10-yard line. Mikulich making it look pretty easy there.
Yeah.
We got a good replay on that. Running by Jeff Cooper. Good camera work there.
Yeah.
And flag at the 10-yard line. So the play will come back.
I think that might be on New Albany because they were subbing. Yeah. New Albany was... Yeah, it's against New Albany.
So the white hat comes to the sideline.
I don't. It's going to be 2nd and goal on the 5 or 1st and goal on the 5, depending on if they take the penalty. So there's no question you should just take the penalty.
You would think so. So penalty against New Albany.
Yeah. It was
all right, folks, that penalty was
illegal substitution.
Yeah.
And I think they actually it's illegal because they didn't get on their side of the line of scrimmage before the ball was snapped.
Hicks in motion, and now everything blew up.
Everything blew up there. What happened? What happened?
I'm not sure, but the whistle blew.
Well, I don't think the umpire released the ball. I think the umpire is still standing on the ball.
And Bloomington North was trying to go.
Yeah, Bloomington North was trying to run a play.
Okay, now.
I hadn't seen that for a long time.
Now, Dash King has a man in motion. Looks to throw, little play action. Finds Hicks at the 10. And then he is met. No, second effort. No, they're going to say he's out of bounds. He's stretched out, but that was out of bounds first.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on that play for a 2-yard gain. There was guys going in motion. They were going this way, that way, faking, and a screen all the way across the field. There you go. Give it to Mikulich.
Mikulich in on the touchdown from 2 yards out. So that's Mikulich with his
3-yard touchdown run.
Yep, with his second touchdown of the evening. First one was from a couple yards out. That one was from 3 with 4:16 left in the second. And Bless to snap the ball. Reister gets it down, up and through. Noah Nelson with the extra point. And that makes it 21-0. Bloomington North over the New Albany Bulldogs. Come on back. We'll have more second quarter action for you here on Gleich High.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
After the Bloomington North score makes it 21-0, New Albany has Gavin Rand standing back in at midfield to accept this kickoff from Noah Nelson, who put the ball through the uprights just moments ago.
Do you notice how high Noah kicks the ball?
Sure does. Fielded at the 10. Rand only got back to about the 19 this go-round.
North did a much better job covering that kick than they did the previous two kicks. Noah Nelson really gets his ball high on his extra points. Man, he that ball gets up high. I bet he doesn't get any blocked.
New Albany will have the football first.
And it's 21-0. New Albany really hasn't played bad defense. They've actually played pretty good defense.
Well, they've only allowed 5 first downs,
Yeah.
but a couple of big plays and then some turnovers have given Bloomington North a short field.
Yep.
And we got flags all over the place. Looked to me like about 8 people moved there.
I think everybody, you know what? I hate to say it because I was a center, but I think the penalty probably was on the center. But I never blamed the center, so it had to be somebody else's fault.
Near the south end of the bleachers by the track.
Reverse. And
it didn't go anywhere. Flag comes in.
What are you going to call?
I'm not sure, but it could have been a hand to the face, but maybe that might have just been my imagination.
I don't know what he could possibly
so I shouldn't
call
say
it.
that. I don't know.
Are they going to call roughing personal? Face mask.
Face mask, hand to the face. Bandwidth, that was just an issue locally here. Terrible apologies. And not sure where we dropped you, but New Albany did score, and I hope you had us through that. And then Bloomington North has managed to get a short field, although a flag coming in. Mikulich with a run, but this one's, well, I can't say for sure. Where that flag is thrown, I think it's coming back. Coach thinks it's a hold.
There's a flag on the 33-yard line. That penalty was holding against the Cougars. Fans, make sure to stick around for halftime. We've got to recognize our national.
That's got to be the third or fourth holding penalty
homecoming
that Bloomington has had.
Yep.
I mean, they have really hurt themselves several times. Now, they may end up scoring on this, but they just heck lost a heck of an opportunity there. They were down to the 1-yard line.
That was the 9th penalty that I have them with.
Yeah.
9th penalty.
And I think we did miss the real long kickoff return Bloomington had also.
We did. Yeah, so they had a nice kickoff return there, folks.
So Mikulich around the right side.
Yep.
Same play that he had the long run called back on the left side. But no holding on this side.
Yes, and sorry for the distraction there, folks. I was still trying to figure out what in the Blue Blazes caused us to pop off the air there. We had an issue with the hotspot bandwidth. Hopefully we'll be with you here the rest of the way. Throw, left side, caught, and that's Gruppenhoff, I believe.
Pass complete to number 14.
Yes, it was. Cole Gruppenhoff.
Tackle made by number 11, Amari De Jesus.
Well,
that
they're
moves
giving
the chains.
Again, he's got one-on-one coverage. It's wide open. They throw it again.
It's Mikulich, caught in the backfield.
Run by number 10, Cody Mikulich.
And that time it was Chambers on the stop from New Albany. 2nd and 8.
So
Under a minute now.
They've got that corner.
First half.
New Albany's right corner is on an island all by himself. The safety's all the way over here. That little post pattern is still wide open.
And thrown out in the flat. That's big Steinfeld.
Yeah,
Aiden Steinfeld.
Pass complete to number 4, Aiden Steinfeld.
Should be first down.
Should have a timeout. It is
Timeout taken by the
not
Cougars.
quite a first down.
third
By about third and about a yard.
Maybe they'll measure it.
Nope. Let's see.
You going to measure? They don't like to measure. Referees really don't like to drag all those things out.
Nope. They're going to say first and goal from the 5.
They did say first. They don't like to measure.
So 7th first down for the Cougars.
And this is a good – are we still on the air, right?
We
this
are.
is a good answer for what New Albany just did on their 81-yard drive. This is a good way for Bloomington North to answer that, is to come back with a great kickoff return and come back from a 15-yard penalty that really hurt them. Now they got first and goal on the 5. They've got one more timeout left and 33 seconds left.
Thank you for supporting Bloomington North football.
So they could probably get 3 plays in, maybe 2 passes, save your timeout in case you have to kick a field goal.
And certainly it looks like Nelson, he's 0 for 1 on field goals, but he seemed to have plenty of leg to get there from here. Of course, when you've got Mikulich, although stopped, Elijah Jennings and a couple other Bulldogs in there on that stop.
Cody Mikulich.
That's
made by number 9, Elijah Jennings.
Now Bloomington North lines up quickly and calling for it. Mikulich again, and this time it was Chambers, first man on the scene.
Timeout taken by the Cougars.
Timeout taken.
2 pass plays. You would still have 25 seconds left on the clock. You could save your timeout for bringing the field goal team on. It's easy for me to stand up here and coach, but you had what was it, 29 seconds or 33 seconds?
Yeah, 33 seconds.
2 pass plays would have taken no more than 10 seconds.
Off the clock. But can Bloomington North punch it in? You know, they sure would like to add to this.
Now it has to be a pass.
Right.
And then get your field goal team ready to get out on the field. The field goal team needs to be right there, right with coach, so they can run on the field and kick the field goal.
Nelson has been warming up on the sideline, so he's ready.
Bloomington High School North Athletics.
Pass play up for Steinfeld, and he comes down with it. Touchdown, Aiden Steinfeld.
Okay, well, how tall is Aiden Steinfeld? 6'4"?
Yep.
Throw it up to the corner of the end zone. That was a beautiful pass play, by the way. Just throw it to the corner of the end zone. Let the big, tall guy jump for the ball.
With 7.5 seconds left on a 3-yard touchdown pass from Dash King to Aiden Steinfeld. Now the kick is up, but we have whistles before. So King to Aiden Steinfeld on the
against the Bulldogs, offsides.
Last Cougars touchdown. So let's see if Nelson, Tate Bless, the coach's youngest son, is the long snapper. Reister is the holder. And here comes the block team, but they couldn't get it done. And Nelson knocks it through.
Yeah, he's 4 for 4. But he does. He gets that ball up quickly.
Hold by number 13, Caden Reister. And point after kick good by number 19, Noah Nelson. Comes after a pass to the corner of the end zone from number 12, Dash King, to number 4, Aiden Steinfeld, for another Cougar touchdown. With 7.5
So, 7.5 seconds left as New Albany will get to try, make an attempt maybe at putting together a nice run back. And back again is Gavin Rand.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of nice run backs.
I don't think I'd kick it deep to him. I think I'd scoot it along the ground and let it wiggle wobble down the field and not give New Albany a chance to get any kind of return and throw one long pass. Just
that seems a whole lot safer. That's for certain.
Squibble it down there, and ball bounces, takes funny bounces. You never know what's going to happen, but nope, kick it deep.
Going to kick it deep.
All right, well.
And Rand fields at the 10. He's fielded that same spot just about every time.
Cow.
But a really nice tackle.
Yes, sir.
And I didn't see
18.
Oh. That would be
Joe Powell, wide receiver, 5'9", 156 pounds of dynamite.
Nice play there on special teams.
Way to go, Joe Powell. He's a junior, and he's trying to earn a spot in that starting lineup. A lot of times you can do that off special teams.
You sure can.
Yep. Okay, New Albany. You want to go take a chance, throw it deep, see what happens. What do you got to lose?
Bring your attention to the ticker. Scores coming from executive producer Steve Bird. So Jennings has a first down, but no, that was Chambers, excuse me. So that's halftime, and our score, Bloomington North Cougars 28, the New Albany Bulldogs 7. We've got halftime upcoming, and we will catch you up on all the scores of local interest on our ticker, courtesy of Steve Bird. We will also talk with Coach. I understand that he's got a halftime story that he's going to tell us.
It's a homecoming story.
Homecoming, I mean. I'm sorry, halftime story. Homecoming story, that's what I meant.
Well, I'll tell it at halftime.
Well, that's what got me confused, Coach. And so at halftime, the Bloomington North Cougars 28 and the New Albany Bulldogs 7. Come on back as we roll through the halftime here on Glycod.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
Where's Super Guy?
What?
No.
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union. For banking and financial services that are centered around you, visit Centra.org.
Tonight's halftime numbers presented by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. And we will go through the scoring, but I think the most important couple of halftime numbers are first, the number 9 for Bloomington North. They have been penalized 9 times to New Albany's 4, but even though they have been penalized 9 times and the New Albany Bulldogs have come up with 13 first downs to Bloomington North's 7, North leads the Bulldogs 28-7. So Bloomington North on the strength of a couple of good runbacks and a couple of big plays has dominated the scoreboard, even though New Albany seemed to find something there late in the second half with handing the ball off to Dakota Johnson. Well, let's go over scoring. Bloomington North scored first with 9:27 left in the first quarter on a 18-yard pass play from Dash King to Tate Bless, making it 7-0. And then with 11:03 in the second quarter, Cody Mikulich, 2-yard rushing touchdown. Nelson popped through the extra point, making it 14-0 with 4:16 left in the second quarter. Mikulich with a 3-yard rushing touchdown. Nelson popping through the extra point, making it 21-0. Then New Albany with 2:27 remaining in the second quarter with a 27-yard rushing touchdown. And Dixon knocking through the extra point made it 21-7 as New Albany cut into that lead. But then Bloomington North scored again with just 7.5 ticks left on the clock. Dash King to Aiden Steinfeld on a 3-yard passing play. Nelson booted through the extra point, and that made it 28-7, our halftime score, with the Bloomington North Cougars on top of the New Albany Bulldogs. Those are your Centra Credit Union halftime numbers. Tonight's halftime numbers presented by Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Well, let's step away and catch a quick break. When we come back, Coach is going to have the opportunity to give us his thoughts on what transpired in this first half. And we'll also hear maybe what New Albany might need to do to cut into this lead and what Bloomington needs to do to stay right out there in front. So come on back for more halftime show here on Glycod.
Makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobbs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net. You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Bloomington North Cougars 28, the New Albany Bulldogs 7 here at the half from Bloomington North High School, where the rain is coming down, unfortunately raining on the parade of the homecoming festivities here at Bloomington North as the court is now out there. It's time to get Coach's thoughts on this first half of action. Coach, what transpired out there that you saw that you want to highlight for the fans?
Well, you know, you look at the score, you think 28 points, New Albany's defense let them down again, and they really didn't. I think they played probably better than they have this year. They were stout. They stopped some running plays. But to Bloomington North's favor, they came around with big plays. And they do have a great quarterback and some really good receivers, and they have some great individual routes. They put New Albany's defense into situations by formation that they're really going to have a difficult time covering. But New Albany found something late in that second quarter that they went right down the field 81 yards on running plays, just running off tackle with Jennings and Johnson, just smashing Bloomington North. And really had Bloomington North under heels. Coach even called timeout to try to settle things down, and he didn't do any. And it didn't do any good. They went right down and scored. No. So second half, number one, New Albany do that. Just keep gashing them. Gash them. I don't know what the score is going to end up being, but they're not going to be on the field scoring when you got the ball and gashing them for 8, 9, 10 yards per run. So keep doing that. Off tackle, right, off tackle left. Not very exciting. But it's going to keep you in the ball game.
Sure.
For Bloomington, you know, they've if they can clean up their mistakes, if they can stop from holding the holding penalties.
We talked about 9 penalties.
Yeah, then I think they had 3 or 4 holding penalties that it didn't really cost them because they ended up scoring, but it made it a lot more difficult for them to score. So clean that up. Keep using those formations to get that single coverage, that quick post pattern is wide open on the single coverage side. But New Albany just keep running off tackle, keep doing that.
Well, you know, I think I can only one time in memory that Bloomington North actually had a penalty that ended up stopping their drive, and they had to punt the ball away, and then they got a great punt.
Yeah.
So.
Well, then they had the one. Was it a fumble?
Yes.
They had one fumble. Yes, they had one fumble that on a drive that probably cost them. So
may have cost them a score as well.
Yeah.
Yep, that's true. So our score here at halftime, 28-7, as the Cougars over the Bulldogs. But as Coach said, Coach Cooley may have found something there late in the second half, and if they can maybe work that running game a little bit, they might be able to keep that ball away from Bloomington North and cut into this lead for the second half. Well, let's step away here from some of our great Glycod sponsors, and when we come back, we will reset and get you ready for the second half of action. Halftime here from Bloomington North High School on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Or by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life. Your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're up front with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Halftime at Bloomington North High School has the host Cougars on homecoming up over the New Albany Bulldogs 28-7. Are you looking to improve your career? Globe in New Albany is seeking pipe fitters, welders, and laborers starting at $16 an hour plus benefits. Call 812-596-WELD. 812-596-WELD or visit globefabhiring.com. Globe in New Albany, Globe Mechanical, and that's 812-596-WELD. Now it's time to hear the homecoming story from Coach Kaz, as we got about a minute left in the halftime and then some warm-up time. So, Coach, what's your story?
So, very quickly, I want to congratulate a young lady that was the homecoming queen here at Bloomington North, and his name was Nika. I didn't catch her last name, but it was Nika. So yes. Congratulations, Nika. Well, at my high, and I love doing homecoming because it's such a big deal in high school. Right. It really is. And it's interesting that each school kind of does it differently. Sure. But at my high school, to be considered the homecoming queen, we didn't have the king. We just had a queen, and the young lady had to be presented by a senior member of the football team.
Gotcha.
So, there was a very, very good-looking young lady that all of a sudden, weeks before homecoming, became my really good friend.
Oh,
and
yes.
we went on some dates.
Oh,
and it
okay.
was really, this young girl was Allie McGraw.
Oh,
okay,
all
right. So I nominated her for homecoming queen, and we're standing there, and we're getting the homecoming queen announcement at the pep rally before the game. And somebody else wins.
Yep.
I never saw that girl again.
So, and you did not use her real name.
No, I didn't.
But
I know it.
I
still remember
I'm sure
her
you
real
do.
name.
Oh, I'm sure you do. As we had a discussion before the game, folks, Coach remembers a referee that sort of did him wrong in 1977.
Yeah.
So I would imagine he might still know that name too. That's a good story. Well, we are about 2.5 minutes from the resumption of play here. So why don't we go ahead and catch our last halftime break. When we come back, we will reset. And as the rain is coming down just hard at the moment. But we will reset and get you set for second half action here from Bloomington North High School, where the home Cougars lead the Bulldogs 28-7. Come on back for more on Glycod.
Cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever. The Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department. You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
As we return here to Bloomington North High School, the score 28-7. And Coach, you were just telling me off air again just what New Albany's play is to possibly get back in this.
Yeah. Well, they get the ball to start second half.
Yep, they sure
just
do.
Run off tackle. Just give it to Johnson and Jennings. It sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Johnson and Jennings. Yeah.
Sure.
So Dewey, Cheatham, and Howe. Run off tackle, keep running off tackle until Bloomington has come up with a plan to stop it. Now, I'm in the Bloomington locker room with their defensive coaches, and I'm saying in our three-man defensive line, I know we're weak. We're weak in that off-tackle spot. So we have got to come up with a way, and I'm sure they have in their game plan, defensive game plan and their scheming, that they have a way to stop plays off tackle. You can pinch those ends, those outside linebackers, bring them in hard, or bring linebackers into that, what we used to call the C gap, to try to stop that, and then just pinch your tackles in to take care of the B gap, and you got to move people into where they have their strength, which is right off tackle right now. Now then it's up to New Albany to find another weakness in the Bloomington defense.
Well, as Bloomington North they do some hype there on the field, and New Albany getting some last-minute coaching instruction just off to the sideline. Remind everybody that our game started. It was not the slowest first half ever. It was actually a 7:30 start, as New Albany had to travel, and so New Albany will get the ball first. Bloomington North won the toss and elected to receive. So Noah Nelson should be kicking it away here. Yeah, Justin updated that with me, Jeff, so it's 14.
50 years of Bloomington High School North. We've got a giving challenge this weekend where we're trying to meet and match $20,000.
So, as the teams come back onto the field, again, don't know how much it translates with the camera, but it is certainly coming down hard. Raining here at Bloomington North.
This weekend's giving challenge.
Going to make cleaning up all the equipment fun, Jeff.
Well, with that. Yes, it is. You're right.
And dangerous, slippery. We got to be careful.
Yeah. So is this tent that we're under? Is this our tent? Or
No,
their
no.
tent?
This is Bloomington North's tent. Nice Bloomington North colors,
Yeah.
and I'm actually happy for that because having taken it, folks, this is a little inside Glycod info, and that is when you take down a tent after it's been rained on for the last couple hours. There is absolutely no way to do that without getting a face full of rain. just so you know.
Yeah.
If you've never had that happen to you, it. As kickoff, and we are underway. Ball into the hands of Gavin Rand, and he carries it out to about the 30. So New Albany will start again in a pretty decent field position.
Yeah, everyone's anxious to see what adjustments North has made now on their defensive front. And they are a little bit undersized compared to New Albany's offensive line, so that obviously that's an issue too.
So New Albany with Kenny Watson in the shotgun, handoff, and that's Elijah Jennings.
Yeah, number 34 for Bloomington makes some nice penetration. Zeke Trueblood.
Elijah
Jennings with about a 4-yard gain or so, 2nd and 6. And another run, right side. Jennings first down and some more.
Yeah, they're still doing the same thing.
Another run by number 9, Elijah Jennings for a New Albany.
First down of the second half.
Yeah, still the same thing, just gash him off tackle. That time he went off tackle, broke it outside.
Jennings again, right side, shoestring tackle there. Brings him down, but it's still going to be, it was a good 4-yard run again.
Yep, and they're staying ahead of the chains. So right now they're not in a situation where they're going to have to throw a pass. Keep running the ball. Just keep doing what you're doing. It's not fancy. It's not.
Jennings again, and nice third effort,
Yeah.
second or third or whatever. Get him right out near
Got him the first
line
down.
to gain. It's going to be close.
Yeah, it's real close.
See where I think where that spot is. It's about a half a yard short.
Yep.
3rd and 1.
Here we go. Right off tackle.
And
right off tackle. There he goes. Boom.
And that's Johnson back in there. Dakota Johnson powers it across. And 2-yard gain.
Dylan Couch is going back in. 5'8", 223. They need some more meat, some size and some meat, and they're just really getting overpowered. No.
Mishandled snap and falling on it way back at the 32-yard line. That's Johnson.
Yeah, it's going to happen. On a night like this, it's going to happen. That's one of the drawbacks of the shotgun formation is that right there.
Ball just squirted out of the hands of Kenneth Watson.
Yeah.
Luke Kurtz.
Now Watson with a quarterback keeper. He bounces it outside and gets back to the 40-yard line, but it's going to bring up 3rd and a long.
About
22?
Yeah, about
23?
That. Yep. Long yardage.
Yeah, about 23 or 4. So 3rd down play.
It's going to be a pass.
We didn't see New Albany punt in the first half. And caught, that's DeJesus, and he was tackled after just about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle.
And Kenneth Watson got up with a little limp there.
Caden Reister on the tackle, and New Albany is going to punt now.
Sure are.
Well, let's see.
Henry Dixon.
They got
out
a lot of
for
people.
The first time.
There's a lot of things. They got wideouts. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They got 11. They're spread out all over the place.
They are spread out. Interesting.
Oh, nice punt, too.
Very nice punt. And caught, fielded at the 24, and then immediately brought down. That was Hicks.
Yeah.
Yarno Hicks.
Yarno Hicks, nice catch. Probably would have been a little smarter on his part to have fair caught that.
Let's take this opportunity to tell you who we are. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me is Coach Jim Kazmarek, Jeff Cooper running our computer, Xander James, Bloomington North student, our camera, and executive producer is Steve Bird. So Bloomington North back on offense, and Dash King just couldn't find big Aiden Steinfeld that time.
Yeah, it looked like that ball kind of squirted on him a little bit. It didn't look like his normal spiral on the ball. But now North is kind of behind the chain, 2nd and 10.
So a couple of first downs squandered with that mishandled snap there by New Albany. Led to the first punt of the night. And that was King on the keeper.
Yeah, Dakota Johnson on the tackle. You know, Dakota Johnson and Jennings, two-way players. They're good. They're good football players. I like Dakota Johnson. He plays hard. He runs hard. He plays defense hard.
So King barking out some signals. Now moves. Mikulich looks to throw. Oh, has a man and couldn't find Hicks.
Yeah.
Incomplete.
That
for number 2, Yarno Hicks.
Again, that could be a wet football, wet hands.
And that brings up 4th down.
The Albany defense holds.
Friend is going to punt it away. Now we saw a heck of a rugby-style kick and, more importantly, rugby-style roll out of Front here just a little while ago. Let's see what he comes up with now. And boots it away. And it's going to be that same end over end. Now New Albany needs to get out of the way there. Yep,
smart play.
That one not quite as good, but still a nice punt. Yeah. And we are going to take this opportunity with 7:38 remaining to in the third quarter. Take a quick break. Bulldogs have the football when we return on Glycod.
Fans, be sure to follow
Plus,
your
I can put on a
team all season long on Facebook and Twitter.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana.
With the snap, New Albany back on offense. And a little motion there, but still just a handoff to Johnson on the dive play, gain of just a yard or so.
Yeah. A little different look. That wasn't just a straight off tackle like that one right there. There you go.
Right there. Off tackle, makes the first man miss, second man miss, across the 50, 40, and a big tackle there. And that was
number 34,
Barrow, Dylan Barrow, as Coach called his name a bunch of times in the first half with the stop, but Dakota Johnson with the big ramble there. Watson, handoff, Jennings.
I mean, right now, the New Albany offensive line just owns the Bloomington North defensive line. And whatever adjustments they were going to make at halftime, they haven't worked or they didn't do any because they're doing the same exact thing.
Jennings, again. Well, again, the last drive probably they were moving the ball, set to move the chains if it wasn't for that mishandled snap.
Yep, New Albany's got a player down.
And New Albany does have a player down, so we will back off and go ahead and take our second break of this third quarter. 6:29 remains when we return here in the third quarter on Glycod.
Well, I hope it's not Dakota Johnson.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
As we return to Bloomington North High School, 6:29 remaining here in the third quarter, and we are under a situation where there's an injury timeout. Elijah Jennings down on the field for the New Albany Bulldogs. Again, the Bulldogs received the second half kickoff and drove the ball well into Bloomington North territory as Jennings gets up and does leave the field under his own power, but with a fairly pronounced limp. But New Albany drove the ball well into Bloomington North territory on that first drive and then had a mishandled snap that ended up about 25, 30-yard loss.
Yeah. Well, that puts the whole load now on Dakota Johnson.
Sure does. He scored his second touchdown of the year earlier in this ball game. The only score for New Albany.
He should be able to handle it. He's a big player.
Junior. And he hit that hole and got the first down and a little more. Ball into the red zone inside the 20.
So let's put this, go ahead a little bit here. New Albany scores here, makes it 28-14. They're back in the game.
And Dakota Johnson again. Gets that ball ahead about, 6, maybe even 7 yards.
Yeah, every play is 6 and 7 yards. There hasn't been 2 or 3 plays that New Albany didn't gain big chunks of yardage.
Again, as a nice second effort there, as Johnson was met behind the line of scrimmage and then managed to keep those legs churning and fell forward. It's going to be third and about 2.
Number 34, Dakota Johnson, third down.
We've got movement there.
Yeah, North jumped, so it'll be first down. What happens now is Bloomington North's defensive linemen are getting very anxious to get off the ball, and you're going to see those little jumps. And that's another penalty on North, by the way. That's 10, I think.
Yes, that's 10. First of the second half.
Fumble.
Ball on the turf. And again, Watson and Johnson having a little bit of trouble with that wet football, and that backs the ball back up to the 10-yard line.
Well, do it again. Just keep gashing them. Go off tackle. They haven't stopped you yet. And like I say, I don't see any adjustment that North has made
that stops that,
You're
at
right.
least not to this point. Almost mishandled snap again, as this time Watson on the keeper around the side, and I think that was just because the play was broken by the snap being high into his left.
Tackle by Cougars number 58, Larry Staples, and number 72, Max Winona.
So it's going to be third down and goal from about the 8.
Gash it again. They haven't stopped you. You've stopped yourself twice.
Well, and down 3 touchdowns, you figure it's 4-down territory.
Yeah, there he is. There, off tackle. Boom. Touchdown.
Boom. Nearly. Not quite. Going to be stopped just shy.
4th and 1. Somebody lost their helmet.
Somebody
again.
lost a helmet. Hope that's not Johnson. And it might have been.
Oh, it is. Oh, he's got to sit out.
Dakota Johnson brings up 4th down.
So who's coming in?
Well, I'm not
Is
sure
that Jennings?
if that's Jennings. I'll let you know as soon as I can get the
It
binoculars
is.
on him.
No, it's number 7.
It is Cummings.
Cummings, okay.
Chambers, my fault.
So we got
Chambers.
4th and goal on the 2-yard line.
4th and goal on the 2-yard line with just a tick less than 4 seconds. Just 1 tick less than 4 minutes left in the third period. Let's go ahead and maybe catch one of those fourth quarter breaks early, and we will return in just a few moments for more here on Glycod.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
Chambers in the backfield with Watson. Watson looks like he's going to keep it. Pitches instead. Loesch, the intended receiver, and he's going to be short by a half yard. He juggled that ball right on the goal line, ended up falling back into the field of play, and I think we got that on the replay. Good job, Jeff Cooper, on catching that on the replay.
And
nope, we didn't? Okay, I thought we did.
And I'd like to know who made that tackle, because that was a heads-up, heady play on that kid's part.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars deep in their own territory. And I do mean deep. 99 and a half yards to go.
Throw it from here. Yep.
Nope, Dash King. And he was.
He got out to the 5.
He got it. Yep, sure did. Maybe even the 6.
Yeah, not bad.
Run by
not
the
bad.
Number 12, Dash King. Five-yard gain. Now
so 5-yard gainer. And that opens the options up a little bit for the Bloomington North offense. Handoff. And
boy, that is a strong run.
Mikulich, sure is.
Mikulich, that was a strong run, because New Albany had that pretty well defended, and that could have very easily ended up as a safety.
First down, Cougars.
So Cougars with another first down. That's just their first down of this second half. And
the 11th penalty on Bloomington.
Yep, sure was. False start. Second of the half.
That penalty was false
we
start
talked about how resilient the Cougars were.
Yeah.
In that first half. Now, I will say the thing is, with that penalties like that, where that really gets you is it comes late season, playoff time, that sort of thing. And King hit as he went to throw there.
Yeah, that looked like a
wounded duck, didn't it?
A breakdown from the get-go there.
Pass incomplete.
Stop the clock.
Now second down and 15.
2nd and 15 on your own 8-yard line.
Handoff, Mikulich, and Johnson chases him down.
Gives you 3rd and 10.
Third and about 8, actually.
3rd and 8, okay, yeah.
Looks like where they're going to spot it.
Yeah, Mikulich is a tough runner. He's got a like a 4th gear that you don't expect from him.
Now looking to throw it out to Steinfeld. Oh, he breaks the tackle, keeps going.
Oh, short.
It's going to be short.
Yeah.
Out to about the 23. That was big Aiden Steinfeld.
Aiden Steinfeld. Stop made by number 2, Dorian Weathers.
Oh, first down. Holy
cow.
First
down.
Wow.
Yep.
First down, Cougars.
And that was that Steinfeld that
it was Steinfeld.
That?
Yep, sure was.
Yeah, he's
that
limping
big tight
off
end.
a little bit. He's limping off. He's got to shake it off a little bit. Walk it off.
As Mikulich around this right side. Short gainer. Going to be out past the 15 to about the 16-yard line.
If Bloomington can continue this drive and run this quarter out, that would be very helpful for them winning this game. But if they give the ball back to New Albany.
King calls for it. Oh, he had a man. Could not find Grupanoff coming across out there on that left side.
Deep pass incomplete. Brings up
Third down and third and about 7. As Cougars get set again. A little play action. Out to Mikulich, and he made the first man miss. Gets the first down and more out to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, New Albany was in great position. That was a great call by Coach Bless, by the way. Third and long and run a little screen pass, and you ran it off of play action. So a lot of times what happens when you run it off of play action, the defense forgets about the guy you faked the ball to. So that's a really well-designed play.
Now, inside and
fumble. New Albany's
yep.
ball.
I thought I saw the ball squirt out, but I didn't believe what I saw because all of a sudden, flying in there was Gavin Rand to jump on the football. I thought the play was dead.
I did too.
So, folks, I'm sorry. I thought it was just an inside run with not much of a gain and wasn't anything too exciting. And that ball came squirting
out of there.
I saw Rand go diving for it.
But it was strange because I agree. It looked like the play was dead.
So on the turnover, now throwing the ball down and turnover back. So Kenneth Watson.
That was a really, really nice play.
Sure was. That's Opoku.
Stephen Opoku. That's a second turnover for Stephen.
Sure
that came at a
2
great
INTs.
time.
So Stephen Opoku with 2 interception recoveries or interceptions on the night.
And Kenneth Watson, to his credit, that was a good pass. It was an excellent pass, and Opoku just was in perfect position.
Yep.
That's a case actually where the receiver probably could have helped Kenneth Watson by playing defense.
And there goes Mikulich again.
That
nice 8-yard run there.
Yeah, that really hurt New Albany's chances right there.
Sure did.
Cody Mikulich. Tackle made by number 27, Gavin Rand. 8-yard gain. Second down and
So
2.
as sometimes happens, it seems like a turnover begats another turnover. As Watson was trying to go for the home run there, Jarno Hicks makes the first man miss out in the flat. And doesn't go out of bounds, runs backwards, still up, and finally brought down along the near sideline. That was a bit crazy.
Yeah. Did you ever remember the game Plinko?
Yeah.
That looked like Plinko. He looked like he was playing Plinko. They couldn't bring him down, and he didn't know which way to go. Boom, bang, boom, boom, bang. Run the clock down.
Yeah, King looks at the sideline, waits for the end of the third quarter, and our score the same that we had at halftime. The Bloomington North Cougars 28 and the New Albany Bulldogs 7 come back. Fourth quarter action upcoming here on Glycod.
Makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at
Bloomington North back in this fourth quarter. Mikulich made a couple of folks miss, still up on that near sideline. finally drug out of bounds inside the 20-yard, about a 50-yard run to get into the red zone by Cody Mikulich. 43-yard run. I knew it wasn't quite 50, but it was close.
Yeah,
43-yard run.
And there was a safety that came up for New Albany that really was in a nice position to make a play, but Mikulich is just too shifty, and that safety really never had a chance.
Fourth first down of the half for the Cougars. Oh, Gruppenhoff with the 19-yard touchdown reception.
Yeah. Look good. Nice, well-designed play. That's that same play that Floyd Central ran, where you freeze the linebacker. You fake that dive play, you freeze the linebacker, and you hit that slant. It's really, really tough to defend.
So Dash King to Cole Gruppenhoff on the 19-yard pass play, as Noah Nelson looks to knock it through, and kick is up, and kick is good. So Noah Nelson knocks through the extra point, making it 35-7, and Bloomington North responded with a 99.5-yard drive.
You really can't have a drive further than that.
No. They really responded, and not only did they have a long drive, but they worked quite a bit of clock to eat up that clock, and really put New Albany behind the 8-ball.
Well,
Coach.
I really thought New Albany on that drive could have scored, made it 28-14, and then it's kept gashing because Bloomington North has not stopped that play yet.
Right. Yeah.
New Albany stopped it themselves a couple times. They really could have got right back in this game.
So Nelson will boot it away as Bloomington North scores again.
Oh, they were offside, but they didn't call it.
Ran with it, just about mishandled it. He corralled it and caught along the sideline. A flag comes in.
Holding on New Albany.
Number 19, Noah Nelson.
So that was Gavin Rand.
Gavin Rand.
Holding against New Albany. And that is just their first penalty of the second half.
I don't believe they've had but one or two in the first half, did they?
They had four.
Four? Oh, okay.
They had four. It seems like one of those was relatively costly and maybe kept them from getting a first down, but the others were sort of erased with good play.
Have you noticed how much chillier it's gotten?
Yes.
As we're sitting up
even
here
though the rain has stopped.
Yeah.
It's
not.
I'm sorry.
I think
it's still
snowing.
falling.
I think it's snowing now.
It is. No, it's still coming down. It's just quite a bit lighter.
Yeah. But it has gotten
First down and 10.
Very cool up here.
Sure has.
Well, New Albany can just keep doing what they were doing and just stay in the game, or let Kenneth Watson practice being a passing quarterback. Oh, there he goes. Nice big hole.
Nice big hole.
You see that? That was perfect from sitting up here where we were, because you could just see that hole open for him. That center and two guards, again, really doing a nice job. John Orr, Antoine Whitehead, and Don Houchins really doing a nice job.
That was Jamal Chambers on the carry. Watson looked to throw, but then flushed, tucks the ball, and looking for the first down marker, finds it, and now ridden out of bounds and tossed to the turf. I think maybe more fell to the turf. I shouldn't have used
Run to the far side,
that word,
16,
tossed,
Watson.
although Watson does get up limping a little bit.
So that was a good example there of what we had talked about in the first half of how when a quarterback breaks the containment and is sprinting out, the linebacker comes up to make the play. Now, unfortunately for Bloomington North, the linebacker didn't make the tackle, but he was there to make the play.
And again, Chambers on a short run. This one's going to be gain of just about a yard.
Yeah, big difference between Johnson and
Chambers.
Well, yeah, Johnson and Chambers running the ball, but the other running back also.
Jennings. Jennings, who left the game in the third quarter.
Yeah, Jennings,
he was,
Jennings and Johnson.
Dinged up.
Chambers is a good young man, a good player, but those two guys are beasts in there.
Chambers, again, left side. Now, good hold this time.
Yeah.
Carries it out to near the 30-yard line. Line to gain is 31.
Brought down by a gaggle of Cougars.
A gaggle?
I like Den better, but he's the public address announcer.
And actually, there is no.
All right.
There is no term.
Again, first down.
There is no term for a large group of Cougars.
I don't know of any. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
Well, this is an educational.
Educational.
This is educational because Cougars are a solitary animal.
Right.
And so there is no term.
Oh, flag comes in.
Yeah. There is no term for a large group of Cougars, animal Cougars. Because if they said if you see a large group of Cougars, something bad is happening because they don't hunt in packs.
Okay. You're learning it here, folks, from the coach. You know what you call two crows, too, right? Two crows?
Two crows?
Yeah.
No.
It's attempted murder. Folks, yeah. A murder of crows is a large group of crows. So
that's true.
Two
is
attempted murder.
Yeah, that's true. A group of crows are called a murder.
Yeah, you'll use that tomorrow.
I
Trust
will.
me. Yeah.
I will.
Offsetting penalties.
But I don't.
Offsetting penalties.
I don't.
There.
Yeah, we had players running on and off the field.
Offsetting penalties, second for New Albany, third for Bloomington North.
I don't know any high school or college teams whose nickname are the Fighting Crows.
You are correct. Now, met in the backfield.
This is, I'm going to be honest with you.
True blood.
This is troubling that I see so many players whose helmets are coming. I've seen it in the college games, and now I'm seeing it in high school games, that they're not buckling up their chin strap tight up against their chin, and as a result, you keep seeing their helmets coming off, and it's dangerous.
Yep.
And plus, you got to be taken out of the game.
So Watson rolls left, little sidearm there.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, that was a smart play on Watson's part. I liked it.
Incomplete as the pass falls harmlessly to the turf, brings up third down.
He's got a little limp going right now, too.
He sure does. Yeah, he's.
By number 2, Yarno Hicks. Now third down, 3rd and 10.
Next week, our Southern Indiana game will be the North Harrison Cougars at the Silver Creek Dragons.
Some more Cougars.
As handoff.
Oh.
Nice tackle
there. There, you bring pressure from the outside linebacker.
I think it was Gray Hostetler.
Yeah.
Number 7, Gray Hostetler.
So Hostetler on the tackle brings up 4th down, and New Albany.
I play golf with a Hostetler. I wonder if that's a relation.
Well, could be.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Also, another interesting game next week, also at 7 p.m. Out of Indianapolis, the male Bulldogs traveling to play at Roncalli. That will be audio only. So Roncalli Royals. Here comes pressure. Watson escapes, finds the back who is short, and he can't quite get to the line to gain. That was Rand, but couldn't quite make it all the way out. So turnover on downs.
it was good to see Dakota Johnson back in the game too.
Sure was.
He's a big guy. He's 6'1" and 209 pounds. He's a big young man. Like
just
to
a
see
junior.
He could be somebody to look forward to in the future. Like I say, he's offense, defense. He runs hard.
As we have a number of substitutions in the ball game. At least it sure looked like it was.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think they've still got the.
Nope, you're right. I'm
characters.
sorry. That is still King. Steinfeld on the catch. And he rambles forward inside the 35-yard line.
He's a load to bring down. He is a load.
Now 2nd down and 1 yard to go.
Well, I was thinking that maybe we would have some, like I said, some substitutions there, but at this point, Coach Bless just trying to keep things rolling. Nearly picked off.
Don't throw that pass.
Intended for Mikulich.
I'm sure Coach Bless tomorrow when they're watching video of this game is going to remind Dash King that is not the way that play is designed and to not throw that pass.
So Dash King looking at the sideline here, trying to communicate with Coach Bless, trying to get this signal correct. They're going to have to call a timeout, though. No, they didn't. Ended up handing it to Mikulich. Stopped in the backfield and cuts it, comes straight back upfield. Flag comes in. And a helmet comes off.
My.
And
I don't know what happened there, but that was not good.
Not good. So we have multiple flags and a player down. That's Mikulich is down.
He looks like maybe a cramp. He's sitting up. So.
He's sitting up. That's a good sign.
So I don't know what happened there, but
the white hat will sort it out. I know we had some pushing and shoving and extracurricular.
Yeah, William Spencer is being escorted to the sidelines by one of the coaches, and he's upset.
He is upset. So I'm thinking he is probably
Mikulich. Cramp.
Yeah, maybe a cramp because he's running it off, isn't he? You hope that's all it is for the young man, especially this late in the ball game. He maybe's deserved a rest for the rest of the night.
Lots of flags, though.
Lots of flags. We're still waiting on the white hat, too.
I think you're going to end up with like 3 different penalties here.
Could be. We saw that late in the game last week.
Unsportsmanlike. That player was ejected. So, unfortunately
were 2 unsportsmanlike penalties
against the Bulldogs. So,
unfortunately, William is going to sit out next week's game also.
Is that the first half, or is it the whole game?
That's the game, I believe.
Okay. And I should know that. I apologize.
And you just can't, you're frustrated to score, but you just can't let that happen to you. You just can't. You have to be bigger than that. And I'm sure Coach Cooley is going to talk to William and explain to him.
So this is going to put the ball deep. Into New Albany territory.
That's
get a very short field for the Cougars.
You just hate to see. I just hate to see that.
Was glad to see.
You got to keep your cool. You just can't allow whatever happened to instigate that. You can't escalate it to that point.
So Mikulich does check to the sideline, and Nolan Coy, senior, number 43, standing to the left of Dash King. And he finds his man. That's Jerno Hicks. Pinyard, touchdown pass for the Cougars.
And New Albany's
touchdown pass complete to number 2.
Showing a little bit of frustration right now. showing a little bit of frustration.
So King to Jarno Hicks.
We're going to have a running clock here, aren't
And we sure are, yep, with the extra point is made.
Yeah. And based on the fact that, like I say, it looks like there's some tempers going on and some
might not be a bad thing.
Might not be a bad thing to get this over with before
Nelson
something bad happens.
and the rain. Nelson
good
boots it up
See?
and boots it
There,
through.
There you go.
So that makes it the Cougars of Bloomington North 42 and New Albany 7. Let's step aside. When we come back, we'll have more fourth quarter action for you here on Glycod.
And now
tailgate or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, they might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
With that Bloomington North score running the total out to 42-7 with 7:34 left in this fourth quarter. Got a final from you for you from Floyd Central. Floyd Central defeats Columbus East 14-12.
Oh my, there's a big upset. Wow. Well, that puts the Hoosier Hills Conference into a flux.
It sure does.
Yep, offside. You know, that's a second offside penalty they've had on a kickoff. And if that official, that heads lines official down there wanted to, he could have probably called that on every kickoff.
As Holy Cross came back and knocked off Providence 23-21 for the final. Providence led that one late, and Holy Cross came back and won that one.
I'll bet you that was one heck of a game because I know Coach Dick at Holy Cross and what kind of players he has and what kind of coach he is, and I know Coach McDonald and his players at Providence and how hard they play and how well they're coached. That was going to be one heck of a ball game.
And it looks like the Red Devils are leading the Dragons by a touchdown in the fourth quarter of that one. Fielded by Rand, and he is chased down and caught inside the 20. And we are in a running clock situation here, folks. Should remind you that we will have those Silver Creek Dragons next week on Glycod, North Harrison at Silver Creek. Also, I was previewing before, Mail at Roncalli. That one's audio only, but that could be a good one.
Yeah.
Mail traveling, and Roncalli, a 4A team, but has the state of Indiana's leading rusher. Chris Labar on the audio call of that. Also at 7:30, Woodford County versus West Jessamine, and Eastern Eagles at Oldham County. Also a video presentation on that one, as Watson caught just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Number 16 with the run, Kenneth Watson.
Looks like North is subbing some of their players on defense now.
Yes, it does.
Some
look
of the
that
younger
way.
kids are coming in the game.
Yep.
Big number 46 just came out. That's
and flags come
Lucas
in.
Rice.
Penalty flags.
Those going against New Albany. That's their fifth penalty. The two unsportsmanlike
It's cold up here, folks.
It's cold.
Our lips are not working the way they should.
It's the first football game of the year where it has felt downright chilly.
Yeah, like
and the
football.
rain coming down here.
It feels like football.
It does. Watson handoff.
Gasham.
Oh,
fumble.
Ball comes loose. That
North
was
got
Chambers on the
North got the ball.
on the fumble, on the run and the fumble. The second fumble.
Fans, again, thank you to tonight's game ball sponsor, Royal Subaru. Thank you for supporting Bloomington North football.
So that's the second fumble of the night for the New Albany Bulldogs, but their 4th turnover. Opaku had a couple of interceptions. And then there was a fumble
Braden
too.
Oswald in at quarterback. Bloomington North has subbed in. Oh, boy. Oh, look at him go.
And there goes
Holy
Coy.
cow.
And he is caught at about the 5.
Oh, does he got some wheels?
Sure does.
Holy cow. What year is he? Nolan Coy.
Coy is a senior.
He's defensive end. Wow. Well, they got him back in a pistol look. I think Nolan Coy wants a touchdown.
He sure does.
And he's got it,
He's
too.
a senior, and he wants that
He
touchdown.
wanted that touchdown
He was
on
smelling
home.
pay dirt.
He wanted a touchdown on homecoming night. Good for Nolan Coy.
Number 43, Nolan Coy.
So with just
Way to
under
go.
4 minutes to left, Bloomington North scores again.
I think we're sitting down. I think Nolan Coy's mom and dad are right down below us here. Good for them. Good for him. Senior getting the touchdown.
So it was about a 3-yard touchdown run, was it not?
Yes, it was.
So Nolan Coy with the 3-yard touchdown run. And the kick is up.
Extra point. Good.
Kick is good.
With
Nelson
3.5 minutes remaining
knocking it through, making it 49-7. And do we have any clips left that we need to break with? Then we will just keep it right here. 3:21 remaining. I'll take my time going through games next week. Again, 7 p.m., North Harrison at Silver Creek. Video presentation on that one. 7 p.m. also, Mail at Ron Colley up in Indianapolis with Chris Labar on the audio call. 7:30, Woodford County at West Jessamine. Video with Keith Elkins and Rick Reams. And 7:30, Eastern Eagles at Oldham County with video Paul Najar and Joey Hamilton on the call of that one. Again, we want to thank, as always, executive producer Steve Burt for sending us scores and also his excellent preparation notes. We appreciate that. Want to thank Xander James, Bloomington North student, for working our camera for us here tonight, braving the elements. We've got him under an umbrella, but I would imagine he's getting a few drips on him. Jeff Cooper running our computer. And also his job later is trying to talk to me to keep me awake as we drive back to Southern Indiana. And Coach Kaczmarek, our analyst, and I'm Dr. Todd Carter.
See, they're offside again.
They sure were. Ran, muffs it, chases it forward, picks it up at the 10. Maybe should have just fallen on it.
Yeah.
Trying to advance it, trying to go forward, but that's where wet football and tired and cold hands are really starting to play a part.
Ren's been in every offense, defense, kicking game.
Yeah, sure has.
I mean, he's tired.
Yep.
He's tired. He deserves a break. Give him a break, Coach.
All right, under 3 minutes. And Chambers again.
Working hard, running hard.
Finally down, and the whistle blows.
Jamal Chambers.
You know, it's funny, Coach. Sometimes it seems like early on in a first half, a scrum like that happens and the pile just barely stops and they'll blow the whistle. But now when it's raining like crazy, everybody's cold and tired. They
just let it go and let it go and let it go. Right.
Which surprises me.
Yeah.
Nice run
like
again
here.
by Chambers. Yep. Yeah, it seems like as soon as he stood up, be like, blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Nice run again, though. Makes it 3rd and short.
Yeah. Well, New Albany's got, they have 3 good running backs. Chambers is one of them.
We saw real nice things, though.
And he's a senior.
Out of Jennings and Johnson early.
Jennings a senior, and Johnson's only a junior.
Yep.
So Johnson's coming back, as is Kevin Watson.
5th first down of the half there for the.
Jamal Chambers.
Nope, excuse me. That's my fault. I looked at the wrong one. 8th first down for New Albany, but unfortunately they backed themselves up a couple of times, and then. Well, the thing that really killed New Albany, that goal line stand by Bloomington North and stopping New Albany on the half-yard line, and then with the
99
the gumption to come out and push that ball the whole length of the field.
And and if you remember on that drive, after they did get that first down on the 11-yard line, they were penalized 5 yards for motion and took it all the way back to the 8-yard line. So if you think about it, that drive was not 99.5 yards. That was actually 104.5 yards.
It was, you're right. Penalty flag against Bloomington North, but the walk-off is actually going to allow the clock to run on down. We're under 20 seconds left here, folks. Running clock situation due to the score.
Throw it. Just throw
Watson tucked it.
Throw
and
Uh-oh.
Trying to make something happen.
He might go all the way.
Watson trying to go. Has got one man to beat.
Oh, he didn't.
Could not do it.
Daggone.
And
well, he made a
that
valiant
ends the
effort, didn't he? A valiant effort.
Sure did, and that tackle was Ross Ogden. Give him the credit for making that tackle. And that will do it. Our final score, Bloomington North 49 and the Bulldogs 7. We thank you for watching and want you to stay tuned for the post-game show. Come on back for that, as we'll talk about this one and give you the numbers and the scoring from Bloomington North High School. Come on back for the post-game show on Glycon.
Second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
Glycon on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycon.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
As quick as possible as we return to the post-game show here on Glycod, where the Bloomington North Cougars are victorious over the New Albany Bulldogs tonight, 49-7. Our halftime score 28-7, and this one really was Bloomington North pretty much all night. Although New Albany found something late in the first half, and really we thought early on in the second that maybe New Albany would be able to get close or close enough. And be able to maybe do something with these Cougars, but the Cougars just kept their foot on the gas. Let's very, very quickly recap scoring here. First score was Bloomington North, pass from Dash King to Tate Bless, 18 yards. Nelson knocking through the extra point. Second score was just less than a minute gone in the second quarter. Mikulich with a 2-yard rushing touchdown. Nelson knocking through the extra point, making it 14-0. Mikulich comes back again in the second quarter with a 3-yard rushing touchdown, making it 21-0. Then New Albany scored with 2:27 left in the first half. Dakota Johnson with a 27-yard rushing touchdown. Dixon knocked through the extra point, making it 21-7. But Bloomington North wasn't done. 7.5 ticks left on the clock in the first half. Dash King to Aiden Steinfeld with the 3-yard touchdown pass, and that made it 28-7, our halftime score. Bloomington North, no score for the entire third quarter, but then Bloomington North scored after a 99.5-yard drive. With 104.5 yards, Coach says, with that penalty thrown in. Scored with 11:41 left in the ball game. Dash King to Cole Gruppenhoff, 19-yard passing touchdown. Nelson with the extra point, 35-7. Then 7:34 remaining. King to Jarno Hicks. 10-yard passing touchdown. Nelson knocking it through, 42-7. And then Nolan Coy, the senior, not wanting to be denied on homecoming, 3-yard rushing touchdown to cap it off, making it 49-7. And that is your final score. Well, let's we're calling those our final stats, and that's our look at tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. We'll go ahead and take our second post-game break, and when we come back, maybe we'll have another couple of numbers we'll throw up there for you. We've got the most outstanding player coming. Stay tuned for more on the post-game show here on Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah! 1 second.
I guess their faces are safe. This is the...
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up.
Shut up, Jeff. I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
As we return to the post-game show here, 49-7, the Bloomington North Cougars over the New Albany Bulldogs. Let's touch on a couple more numbers and look at some more numbers. Tonight's final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. I'll get Coach to comment on a couple of these, and that is 13 penalties for Bloomington North, 9 for New Albany, including 5 in the second half there for New Albany. Yeah. And then 21 first downs total for New Albany. By my count, I might be off one here or there, and just 12 for Bloomington North. But yet the score doesn't belie the fact that that 4 more penalties and 9 less first downs. But Bloomington North yet wins this one 49-7.
Which goes to show us that statistics mean nothing.
Sometimes, yeah, that's right. And there's also 4 turnovers.
Yeah, well, and New Albany, their penalties came middle of the third quarter to the fourth quarter when they got a little frustrated. 2 big penalties really bothered them. Bloomington North is a good football team, but they need to clean up the penalties. I mean, that's unacceptable. I'm sure Coach Bless has got some plans on how to do that.
Yeah.
Because against good teams, when you get a 15-yard holding penalty, and now you've got 1st and 25. It's not going to be easy to get those first downs when you're playing some of the other teams that's going to be on their schedule. New Albany had a game plan. I mean, they were moving the ball. They ran the ball well. They moved the ball well. They had a bad snap. They had a fumble. And then what really changed the whole complexion of the game was that goal line stand on ball ended up on the half-yard line.
Yep.
Heck of a tackle. I wish I'd have known who made that tackle. He could have been our most valuable player because that changed the whole complexion of the game.
I have to go back and try to watch that and catch that, which you can always do on our Glycod YouTube channel. Make sure and subscribe. All right, well, let's step away, hear from some more of our fantastic Glycod sponsors. When we return, Coach will be bringing you the most outstanding players of the ball game, and then we will wrap things up from here. Bloomington North High School, where the Cougars defeat the Bulldogs 49-7. Come on back on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Hi, I'm Isaiah.
And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
I'm your cat. And ever since you brought me home that day, I've been plotting to destroy you. This is 1 billion years of tiger DNA just ready to pounce. And if you got the wrong home insurance coverage, you could be coughing up the cash for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem, like meow.
Contact Floyd Snobbs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School football from Glycod.
It is time for our most outstanding player. Tonight's most outstanding players, presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, solutions. And for those most outstanding players, let's throw it to Coach Kazmarek.
Well, for New Albany, any one of those three running backs could have been their most valuable player. Dakota Johnson and Jennings, and both played hard, ran hard, probably had some good rushing statistics. I'll bet you they were close to 100 yards apiece. But I tell you what really hurt when Elijah Jennings got hurt, New Albany's running game seemed to falter.
Lost some steam,
yeah,
didn't it?
and I think that would make Elijah Jennings New Albany's most valuable player. For Bloomington North, my goodness sakes, they had so many players make so many big plays. Dash King looks really sharp at quarterback. He has a plethora of receivers that he can throw the ball to. There was some nice plays by the safety, and I can't remember his name off the top of my head now. Reeder.
Yeah. Yes.
Is that right?
Yep.
Some nice plays by him during the game, but I really think Reister. Excuse me, Cody. We've said it all day, and I'm going to mess it up. Cody Mikulich. Really, I understand why Coach Bless was so happy to have him back. He is really a heart and soul of that team, and he really keeps things running. Coach was right. He'll go 3 or 4 plays and not gain much, and then he'll have a 25-yard run. So Cody Mikulich, congratulations, Glycod Player of the Game.
Tonight's Most Outstanding Players presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, solutions. Well, let's briefly tell you what's coming up next week. Again, we've got at 7 on our Southern Indiana game, the North Harrison Cougars at the Silver Creek Dragons. The Dragons, you can see on the ticker, falling at Jeffersonville tonight. I'll be on the call with Paul Love for that one. Also at 7 p.m., Mail at Ron Colley up in Indianapolis. Chris Labar on the call of that one, audio only. Woodford County at West Jessamine with Keith Elkins and Rick Reams, video presentation there. And then Eastern Eagles at Oldham County with Paul Najar and Joey Hamilton on that call.
Joey Hamilton.
All right, well, that's going to just about do it for us here from Bloomington North High School. We've got a rainy pack-up to do and then a long drive home. But, Coach, any final thoughts, put a bow on this one?
Well, again, the score I don't think reflects the 3 quarters of the game that New Albany played hard and was right in the game. Again, Jeff and I were talking. New Albany scores that touchdown where they got stopped on the half-yard line.
Yep.
Makes it 28-14. They're moving the ball. Bloomington North had no idea how to stop that running attack, and the whole thing changed on that particular play.
Yep.
And it ended up 49-7 when it could have easily been something like 28-21. Or even a tie game, and we're in overtime right now.
Yep. Well, that's right, and I think that's just one of those where Bloomington North's got a lot to clean up with penalties, and New Albany, they found some good push up front, like you said, and who knows when it comes playoff time how they will improve. Everybody makes the playoffs in Indiana, so if you get better as the season goes on. You just have to string some wins together, and then some good things can happen. Well, that's going to about do it from here at Bloomington North High School. Let's tell you who served you on tonight's game. Our executive producer was Steve Bird. Our local producer, computer operator, was Jeff Cooper. Xander James ran our camera for us, Bloomington North Cougars student. Coach Jim Kazmarek was our analyst, and from Bloomington North High School, good night. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. You've been watching Southern Indiana High School football on Glycod.
Good job. Hey, that was...
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our communities since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.